Here we go. The lights coming on with 2 rounds remaining in the season. Who comes out on top of Mexico? The lights are out. Away we go. Lennon gets a decent start and is going to pull away, but the slipstream's going to be super powerful down to turn 1. Here comes Groggers. Here's the Mercedes ducking out. Behind that, JTK trying to pick up slipstream, but they're all picking up slipstream on him, and ducking out they go. The Ferrari inside of him. JTK diving down the inside to try to take the race lead. Can't do so. 3 wide. They jockey for position. Tadpole side by side with Groggers. The Mercedes of Valkyrie now side by side with Jackstar. They all keep it clean and trumble their way down toward turn 4. No front wings going up in the air so far, and now around the outside, the Mercedes tries to go on Jackstar, and we get the T-cam to see where everybody fans out and where everybody decides to go. The Mercedes pushing the McLaren off the track, the Mercedes down the inside on the Haas, and everybody very, very clean so far at the start, but they all try to figure it out single file to the S's. Before we look at the tires, we look at the positions gained from the drivers. We have 2 from Groggers, who got a decent start, needed that. Valkyrie 3, Grandpa 3. According to fact, this is going to affect the drivers majorly. There's damage. Grandpa's involved in it. Mythic's involved in it. Both ghosted inside one another, and Grandpa's got damage. Your championship leader is trying to get to the pit lane and can't. JNT to the pit lane. Instincts to the pit lane. It's all troubling, especially for the championship leader. Or sorry, the championship driver trying to take the championship lead, excuse me. Got Ferrari on maximum points right now without the fastest lap. This is without the fastest lap. And Red Bull on 15 points. What is that going to do now, you may ask? Well, that's a 30-point extension, meaning at this current moment, even with Tadpole overtaking JTK, it will mean Ferrari would win the championship. For the constructors, Valkyrie sends it, goes way too deep, and has to back out of that one. They continue to race side by side at a turn number 3. Banging wheels, Valkyrie with the chance to go through. Jackstar wants it in the action, 2 by 2 on the run toward turn number 4, and Jackstar's around! Jackstar into the bollard. And it's absolutely caused chaos. We've got Invade at the back of this train getting through on Beatnik, and there's contact. PK's involved too. And luckily, Invade is out ahead of both of them. Therefore, Beatnik didn't punt to pass. Luckily, Jackstar, when he went around, he did not get any damage. However, here come the Ferraris. Groggers to the race lead. Lennon gives it easy, but they've pulled a big gap to where they can do just that as Grandpa sets the fastest lap at the very back of the grid. Championship contender Grandpa just needs everything to go right, and obviously starting this race, he had a lot of things go wrong, and now Lennon re-overtakes Groggers to take the race lead again. Behind that, Valkyrie chasing up JTK, gets the move done before turn 1. In front of that, you got Jackstar and Tadpole. I said Grandpa was the championship leader, but you know, it is hard to keep up with considering how many times the championship lead has changed between these drivers. And yellow flags, that is for Grandpa. Speaking of Grandpa, he's around again. Second issue this race, and he had his first retirement of the season last week in Qatar. Still got battles going on throughout this whole field. No one overtaking as of the current moment, but Beatnik looks to have a move on JTK. Gets the position for now, but will he keep it? Side by side, they race to the final sector. Contact made. Beatnik ahead. And JTK wants a spot back, crosses over, gets the move done. Nice little switch back there from JTK. We got Groggers getting through an Invade in the final sector. Invade's now going around and backs it into the barrier. We didn't really catch what happened there with Invade, but that's a bit odd. 3-car battle. About to be 4 with JTK closing in. Almost in DRS. Here she goes. Ducks out. Makes the move. Makes a clear, decisive decision on which way she wants to go. And Beatnik splits the both. Beatnik gets both of them. 2 and 1 up to P4. And Tadpole gets through for second. Here's Tadpole on the run toward turn 1. 5 consecutive points finishes. Currently in the points right now. Looking to make it 6 going through for second place. Owen pits. In front of that, Groggers and JTK. Ferrari versus Red Bull. We've not seen this a whole lot. Here we go. Groggers getting through and up into P6. Invade now with a time penalty. 2 Mercedes swap. And here comes Groggers, the other Ferrari. Valkyrie and Groggers almost come together. Valkyrie's already came together with one of the championship contenders. Excuse me, that was Beatnik. Not Valkyrie. Valkyrie got ahead of Beatnik before that. They almost connected wheels. Groggers gets through for P4. Beatnik going to challenge back up the outside line. Side by side at 4 and 5. Can Beatnik keep his nose there? Contact made, but Groggers is ahead. You know, in terms of teams, we've got McLaren, who's got 1 car in the points right now. They've been in the points every single race this season. Red Bull have 2. JTK in the wall! JTK in the wall! And that's the virtual safety car. Now, what does this do now with Tadpole having no DRS down the run toward turn 4? Groggers chasing right behind. Here's Groggers with DRS. Here's Groggers using the battery. Groggers ducking out. Inside line. Here we go. Wheel to wheel. Turn number 5. Switchback time for Groggers. Couldn't get the move done, though, because Tadpole got the traction. Now Groggers looked to send one, but couldn't do it. He was too far back. Beatnik now. Heating up the charge. Couldn't get past. However, here we go. Groggers mounting up a charge. Wants to get past. Needs to get past. P3 for him. They split Jackstar. Tadpole inside line. They touch. They bang. And Groggers the outside line. Trying to get through. He touches with Jackstar once again. Switchback time though. Jackstar off the road. Groggers with DRS and Jackster, the lone driver without DRS. Here goes Groggers on the outside line. They bang. Groggers inside line now for the next corner. They touch again. They continue to bang wheels as Jackstar off the road. He might have to give up the place, but Groggers sends it. Makes contact and through into P number 2. Yellow flags. That was for the Aston Martin. That was Invade. His race is going downhill. Here goes Stenner and Mythic. P10 on the road. Stenner cannot get past, but here's Jackster trying to regain second place in this race. Outside line. Can't get the move done. I must say, with this race starting 10 minutes late, it is living up to the hype. And speaking of the hype, your championship contender, Grandpa, is out of this race, and now it's the safety car. Grandpa gonna be pointless during this race, but now I think Jackster has to give up the place he re-overtook under the safety car. Did that. Now overtaking Groggers again because it's just a kerfuffle. And Invade with a drive-thru under the safety car. But Grandpa out of this race, the second retirement. And late race drama with the safety car. No moves being made at the current moment. Wavy with a penalty. 3 seconds to his name. Here's second place. Valkyrie and Jackster on the run to turn number 4. Racing it out. Inside line. Dives it. They touch wheels for just a moment, but wheel to wheel, Jackstar uses all of the track, creates his own line, picks up a penalty, touches again with Valkyrie as they go 2 by 2. Groggers gaining in the slipstream. Here he comes. Pulls out. Side by side to turn 1 and is ahead. And here's Beatnik chasing. 2 by 2. Stack up. Valkyrie hit Groggers, but now Beatnik side by side with Tadpole. They do touch for just a moment, and now Owen wants to be involved. Owen with a nice little battle here. Trying to gain the place once again. Get up to P6. No penalties to his name. Outside line now on Tadpole. JTK just sends them both, and around goes Beatnik. Beatnik spinning off and out of the points. That was contact from Owen and Tadpole both together with the help of JTK sending it at that corner, jumping over the curb. with Beatnik's spin. It slots him in behind Instincts and J&T. Mythic and Wavy now side by side. Wavy pushes him out, pinches him, gets ahead though. Now Groggers needs to gain everything he can. At least stay within 2 seconds of Jackstar. Then try to do all you can. And here they go. Splitting Valkyrie and the Mercedes. Owen outside. Tadpole inside. They touch! Owen almost having a Checo Perez moment down to turn 1. And Valkyrie almost going spinning too, but losing places only. Now, Stenner, 2 and 1, gets the move done. Owen wants a challenge back though. Here he comes. Mythic now gets Valkyrie. Valkyrie still not on ghosting. Now she is. Mythic getting a tap and going around. And we'll be behind Beatnik. Beatnik inside here of Instincts in front of that Kipu on Wavy. They touch the 2 Academy teammates. Kipu now pulls to the inside here.
Zero. Coming. Oh man! What?
And here they come to the final sector. J&T and Instincts continue to race it out. Lennon and Jackstar side by side. It's going to be a race on track to the finish. Jackstar trying to battle Lennon. Lennon in only a second start is going to win the race and in a photo finish. And Ferrari, with Groggers being P2, will take the Constructors' Championship for the first time in Tier 2. They've done it. 1-2 for them. JTK P4 could not hold on for enough for Red Bull. Behind that, they raced the line. Tons of battling. We couldn't catch it. Oh my goodness. J&T spins across the line. There was someone else across the line spinning too, but you see all the finishers here from 4th on back. Jackster can only be P3. How close was that photo finish? 20 thousandths with Jackster ahead, but couldn't take it off penalties. What a win for Lennon, by the way, and only it's just his second start in RPL. JTK P4 for Red Bull, continuing the top 6 streak. Tadpole P5, Owen continuing the point streak. Alpine with Tadpole continuing that streak as well. Beatnik inside the points once again. Podium last week, Stenner. Points for him and Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo needed that dearly. Wavy as well, P9. Taking a points finish in his return. Instincts, the last points runner. And Invade, the teammate of Wavy, is the last one across the line.
If you would like to check out the final race results after penalties, driver standings, constructor standings, and much more, head over to our socials, RPL_XB1, Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you tune in next on the Twitch for next race, RPL_XB1. We'll see you then.